Hey guys, DeweyFin21 here. Well, that was a long wait for all of nothing but a filler episode. I mean, they didn't even show the whole first season in the I probably wouldn't I would probably like this episode more if it had aired the week after the last episode, but since we had to wait months for it, it's a little disappointing, you know? Um Well, the episode begins with the mutants saying how they teamed up with the aliens and they're going to call the Shadow Serpent who can steal shadows. So, yeah. I thought I knew where this was going, but they didn't do that. They didn't. They. At first, I thought they were trying to. At first, I thought this episode was going to be a copy of Team Spirit from Samurai, or. Yeah, from Samurai. But no. No. It it's a lesser version of that. It is. That's basically what this is because and I thought Robo Knight teamed up with them on the other things. I guess he just wasn't completely there, but he worked with them. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, the Shadow Serpent steals some people's shadows. Robo Knight tries to fight him. The Rangers try to fight the Shadow Serpent. The Rangers get in the way of Robo Knight, so he can't take him down. Robo Knight's angry at them, and Robo Knight, who really better, well, it's not better, but basically this episode, I don't know if there were hints of it before, but basically Robo Knight is Spock with, in this episode, Robo Knight is Spock without the loyalty thing. You know, it's Spock without a Kirk or anything, because he's logical. He has a Vulcan cannon. I mean, really, he's Spock. Maybe after this episode he'll be Spock with a loyalty to Kirk, who is the Rangers, or just Troy in general. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So, they fight, and where I thought there was gonna be a team spirit was I thought one of the Rangers was gonna have their shadow stolen, but no. Well, they do, but that's part of a plan they have later, so Robo Knight can take down the villain. But, eh, it's not really that. But there was never really any threat. 'Cause they had told us that plan, which usually means it was either going to fail or something. But since it was before the commercial break, with 6 minutes left, it was going to work. Because I didn't think they were going to make this episode a two-parter. And they didn't. And so, yeah. And yeah, so basically everyone knows how the characters of Megaforce are just the characters of Mighty Morphin, and by extension, the characters of Samurai. That means that this season, Troy and Emma are showing signs that they're going to get together, meaning that this season, Jade and Emily are going to get together. When this is the season that I wanted Kevin and Emily to get together. Kevin being Noah, if you couldn't understand it. Because, I mean, Mike is okay with Mia, but, you know, it. What am I gonna do? Anyways, yeah, so Troy tries to convince Robo Knight, he fails. The Rangers fight the monster. Robo Knight defeats the monster. They have a Megazord battle. They get a new Megazord. And the best part of the episode was the ending. The ending where Noah does a playful insult towards Gia and she starts chasing him. I don't know why, it just you don't really see that many human moments of in Power Rangers anymore. I mean, it always just seems like they forget that there's people underneath the mask and they just see them as vessels to get the masks on so that the important stuff that we care about is the under the mask. But really, for me, I could care less what they did underneath the mask. It's just the same thing. They fight a monster, they win. It may take a while to win, but they win. And so, whenever they do something out of the mask that has nothing to do with being under the mask, it actually reminds you that they're human. You know, something that the people need to be reminded of. One of the many problems with Power Rangers nowadays. And I just went through that entire episode in 5.5 minutes. That's quick. I guess it's because I don't have anything to say about this. It's average, and average is the worst thing to talk about in a review. I guess I could talk about how angry I am that we had to wait forever to get it, but, you know, whatever. I had other stuff to do during the months that was going on, and I guess I could talk about how my next reviews, if you watch my reviews, if you watch every single one of my reviews, my next reviews will take a little longer to get out because this is my 99th video. I know it doesn't say it down there in the videos thing, but this is my 99th video, or my 99th upload. Well, not technically my 99th. I technically already had over 99, but I deleted some of them because of quality issues. And one time I tried uploading a video, it kept saying it didn't work, but then it turned out it did, so I had like 7 copies of the same video, so I deleted all of them, but the one that had the most views and stuff, and so, yeah. And, yeah. So, my next video is going to be my 100th video, spectacular omnithon, whatever I want to call it, thing. Yeah. This might be my shortest Power Rangers review I've ever done. My thoughts about Super Samurai finale does not count because that was technically not a review. That was just me being on my Dr. Horrible kick, which really hasn't exactly ended, but it's not as strong as it was then. I mean, there's nothing to talk about in this episode. It's mostly, oh, I could talk about the fact that those people were standing there for a day. Oh. And after Troy got his shadow stolen, he was still able to speak. He's the only one to show this power. I guess technically his shadow technically wasn't fully stolen yet, but still, he's the only one. The people who get their shadow stolen at the beginning, they're frozen and they can't talk. It's like they're frozen and then it's like time just stopped for them. Like, oh, and the kid, oh, that kid was, because an entire day goes by in this episode, so a kid was lying in the middle of his park with his 2 frozen parents for an entire day. An entire day. That's, admittedly, it's not the darkest thing Power Rangers ever did with a kid, considering Lost Galaxy, but I mean, really, he was there an entire day, and his parents didn't know what was going on. Maybe they didn't know what was going on. I mean, they woke him up like he was asleep. I guess they woke him up and they didn't find anything weird with the fact that their son had fallen asleep for 3 seconds in the 3 seconds it had been. But I mean, wow, that's unusually that's an unusually dark undertone in this episode. Oh, yeah, I have nothing to say about this. It it really is just boring. So yeah, my next reviews might be put off. I'll record them as soon as I watch the episodes, and plus some of the episodes I wouldn't be able to watch the day they came out anyways because I have things going on Saturday during the beginning of school. Mostly first 12 weeks maybe, or well, not 12 weeks. It's, let's see, I don't know, it's somewhere around 10 maybe. Stuff going on Saturdays. So yeah, this has been DeweyFin21 saying bye.